Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be covering a little bit on the legend trial itself, as the primary resources that you gain from them are hero essence and the acorns. That helps you to build specifically for the heroes of that faction. So as most of us know, they are only open on certain times of the week. Tonight I'm going to be covering the Tower of Eternity, which is the Graveborn. I've currently cleared everything, and it's kind of annoying. I wish you could go back and see clears. Another thing I wish that they did, that they had in AFK Arena, was that it would show which floors everyone was on. So you could see that, oh, here I'm at 89, and if I scroll down some, I was like, oh, here's my guildmates or my friends here at 87, and oh, I have another friend here at 88 or something like that. And so you could kind of see where everybody's at, and then you could look specifically for that friend's comp and what he used in order to clear that tower. So I wish that was something that was added on into this one, but it unfortunately is not. So I'm just going to be heading into the Trial of Abyss in order to show this, and we're just going to be doing Graveborn. Graveborn was interesting because they don't really have a healer, and that it's kind of similar to when I was doing the Wilder ones, or not the Wilder ones, oh yeah, the Wilder ones, because the Wilder ones I did actually cleared all of it without a tank, and so that made it a little bit unique as well. So as I'm opening this up here, sometimes the positioning changed a little bit, where I'd move Igor as well as Cecia, and then I'd also move Carolina over a little bit this way. This helped a little bit because Viperion here does lots of self-damage, and so he's able to stay alive a little bit longer with Thorn absorbing some of the damage. And then sometimes instead of Viperion, I'd actually run Niru here, just because he has pretty good abilities for doing damage, because usually Cecia pops off once everybody's a little bit lower HP, but if you're battling above your thing, he has a decent amount of tankiness, and so in case you just needed a little bit more stalling instead of damage, I would run Niru here instead of Viperion. Sylvina, she was fairly interesting in the sense that she's pretty much useless for this mode. I think I used her on 2 or maybe 3 stages where there was just this key annoying enemy in the back, and I just needed to hit them just enough so that they were weakened so they could get popped by either Carolina's ult or by Cecia's ult. I've seen a lot of people use Niru, but I didn't use him as much as some of these other ones. As far as the artifacts, I ran Iron Wall spell a couple of times more in the earlier floors of the Graveborn Tower, just because I needed my Thorn to stay alive just a tiny little bit longer. And then I ran the confining spell a little bit more in the upper half. In the instances where I was not using Iron Wall spell, I was using the Star Shard spell, just because I was running basically 3 DPS and 2 tanks, and so it's better for me to output as much damage as possible. But at the higher levels, it was just harder to keep everyone alive, and so I was using the confining spell to give myself a little bit more stalling. That's pretty much it for this. The positioning does matter, so sometimes I did rotate them like this. Sometimes I would group them up a little bit more like this. That means the enemy has to travel a little bit far, and so that gets you a little bit more, the tiniest amount of extra time that you need, and that helps to keep your team alive a little bit longer. As you split them up like this, they actually spreads out the damage a little bit, so even if all of your characters are a little bit weaker, they tend to stay alive a little bit longer. Now, Cecia actually has fairly decent base stats, especially being a marksman. Between Cecia and Carolina, she actually is a little bit more tankier, so I tend to move her and keep her in this left side more, as it seems to take a little bit more damage than down here on the bottom right side, just due to the AI targeting. But anyways, I hope this helps a little bit with the positioning guide and the types of characters that you need, and look forward to seeing you all in the next one.